Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Another month has come and gone, and I wanted to sit down and chat with you guys today about what my favorites of the month of April were. I don't have too many items because a lot of my favorites stayed the same, but I have everything gathered around me ready to talk about. So if you are interested in hearing what I loved for the month of April, then stick around. So for the first category, which is the handbag and handbag accessories category, I have this beautiful bag, which is by Kate Spade, and it's called the Kate Spade New Bond Street Florence bag, and it's in this gorgeous lilac color. I've had this for probably about 3 years now, and by the time it came to my attention, I could not find this color anywhere, and so I ended up eventually finding it from a reputable seller on eBay, and I just love this thing. This is what it looks like close up. So it's got the Kate Spade logo here, and then it's got this beautiful little turn lock that you twist to open the bag to reveal this really pretty floral fabric lining, and it has a zipper pocket and 2 slit pockets, and is very, very roomy. It's so roomy. You can fit anything and everything in here, so it's not like you have to play a game of Tetris to figure out how you're going to carry everything you need for the day. Sometimes I even put my planner in here. It's very simple in the back. You can see it's taken a lot of abuse, and it has metal feet on the bottom, and it has this really nice strap that sits comfortably on the shoulder. You can't wear it crossbody, but that doesn't matter to me with this bag. It's just really comfortable. It has taken a lot of abuse, so looking at it from this angle, I can see some scratches, but it's because this thing has been well loved. So I don't even know if I carried another handbag in April. If I did, I can't remember what it was, so that's why I chose to include this in my favorites for April. The second item in this category is a full-size wallet, and this is the wallet here, and it's from Kiehl. Again, another brightly colored item that helped me feel like I was in spring despite all the rain. So it's this beautiful green, Kelly green wallet with the with gold hardware and Kiehl embossed in or engraved in the snap, and so it's opens with their center snap here to reveal a lot of pockets and a lot of slit pockets. And this, so one of my pet peeves in a wallet, in a full-size wallet, is having an ID holder, like a driver's license holder, that doesn't have this hole cut out, forcing you to have to dig the license out every time you need it, as opposed to simply pushing it through this hole. I cannot stand, I have gotten rid of wallets that I purchased without realizing that they didn't have this cut out. So this, and who's the other one? Marc Jacobs is really good about making sure that that is, I don't even know why you would make this compartment without the hole in it. It makes no sense. Anyway, I digress. This wallet is awesome. It is very roomy. Here's a zipper pocket in the back for change. And it's very pretty. I love this green. It's very easy to find inside a dark bag. And the leather is so soft. I've had this for probably over 5 years, and it's still ticking, and to me it just still looks beautiful. The stitching is in wonderful condition, so I imagine that I'm going to be using this for many, many more years. Definitely earned a place in my April favorites. In fact, I used this wallet for almost the entirety of April. I just switched into another wallet. I love this thing. The next category is shoes, and the first item in this category comes in this very colorful box that says, "If the shoe fits," and it is Jeffrey Campbell for Free People, and I'll put the name, let's try to focus on the name. It's called the Sarika, I think that's focus, yeah. the Sarika slide, and I think it's actually the Sarika crown jewel slide. And let me just grab them. And these are the shoes. Aren't they something? I'll set one down. So they're these black suede mules with gold embroidery that are just dripping in these shiny, colorful pearls and gems. Not real gemstones, but... And on the front, they have this giant ruby-like gem and like a champagne diamond gem. Just fabulous. Of course, because they're so flat, they're extremely comfortable. They're well cushioned. I just got these in April, and I'm including them in my favorites because I have already worn them so much. I've worn them to work. I've worn them to dinner. I mean, if I could wear them to bed, I would. Look at even this spring detail on the side. Try to focus here. Yeah, right here. It's so random and cool. I just think these are so stunning, and the fact that they are extremely comfortable doesn't hurt. I think they're still available, so if you have any inkling to get them, run, don't walk. The one thing I do notice is that I have lost one of the gemstones, but I always see it. I do worry that one day one is going to fall out and I won't know it until it's too late. One of the cool things about the shoe is that, so this is the top of the shoebox lid, and it came with a bag of jewels. So if one day I do lose one and I don't happen to notice it, I have some extras here, so that's really cool. Anyway, really great shoe. If you were thinking about it, I wouldn't think about it. I would just get them. They're awesome. The next shoe in this category is another pair of Jeffrey Campbell. These I got from Nordstrom, and I'll put their names here. Its name here is called the Roseola. And oh, this box says, "We accept the shoes we feel we deserve." Amen. So these are the shoes. Aren't they incredible? I cannot even. So let me just set one down. So please excuse the mud caked on the bottom. I tried getting as much as I could off. I made the mistake of when I was taking photos of this for a blog post, I made the mistake of going to a park when it was sunny, but it has been so rainy here that the ground was still very damp, and so I got a little bit of mud on the bottom of my shoe. C'est la vie, it's a shoe. But it's this beautiful white booty that comes right up to the ankle, and I will have either photos or video clips of both of the shoes in this video so you can see what they look like on the feet. And it is this white leather shoe, I believe it's leather, with this three-dimensional floral, see that? Three-dimensional floral embroidery and studding. So they basically put all of my favorites on one shoe. Floral, embroidery, studding, sold. I mean, if they had been any kind of metallic color, I probably would have asked it to marry me. Very comfortable. I've worn it for hours at a time. I've worn them to work and have stood up for quite a long time in them, and they're just very comfortable. I just think they're beautiful. Looks great with jeans, with dresses. I would imagine would look good with shorts. I wouldn't know because I don't wear shorts, not yet. They're just gorgeous. So the one thing is that they emit a smell, I don't even know how to describe it. I almost thought it was off-gassing something. I've had them sat outside for over 24 hours and they still smell this way. And I don't know if it's just my boot or if they all do this, but I don't dislike it enough not to wear the shoe because I love it. but just to warn you, this is an awesome shoe. I know it comes in different colors. I think I've seen it in a pewter type color and in a brown. Anyway, this is such a great bootie. I'm so glad I got them, and I definitely envision myself wearing these into the summer and probably even into the fall and winter, because who am I kidding? I wear what I want when I want. The next category is clothing, and I actually only have one item in this category because not much stood out to me in the month of April, but these certainly did. And they are these awesome pants by Just Female that I got from one of my favorite boutiques called Perkin Bing, and they are very comfortable because they have this elastic waist and they're wide leg and flowy and long, very breathable. I will insert a photo of me wearing them because I know that they're not easy to view with me just holding them up. These things are awesome, and I think that having a comfortable pair of floor length or long length wide leg pants in a neutral color so you can wear it with multiple items and dress it up and dress it down is really important. And I really like these pants because there was a trend that was, that I saw last season, and I still see it around with these really beautifully printed wide leg pants with elasticated waist that all looked kind of like pajama bottoms, and I just couldn't get into it. Even though I really liked the prints, I liked the elastic waist, I liked the wide leg, I liked the length, but I just couldn't get over the fact that they looked like pajama bottoms to me. So I like these pants for the fact that they feel like pajama bottoms, but they still look really chic. And you can definitely dress these up or dress these down as you please. I will be very sad when I finally wear these out because I've already looked for a replacement pair and I can't find them, and Perkin Bing, the boutique where I got them, they don't have them anymore. So I don't know when I don't know what I'm going to do when these finally fall apart, but they are wonderful. Really happy with these. I don't have any items in the jewelry category for this month because I didn't wear much in the month of April, except for my usual watch and wedding set, which are always my favorites, so nothing to discuss there. In the beauty category, I have nothing for fragrance because I didn't really wear much in the way of fragrance. I have nothing for makeup. In skincare, my favorite this month was a favorite that I've already mentioned, and so I'm going to mention them together as one, and they are these Kiehl's products that I've talked about before. As I said, this is the sunscreen lotion and this is the vitamin C lotion that I've been using every day, and I just feel like my skin takes to them, and I feel like people are commenting more on my skin now than they have in the past, which is really awesome. And I think that it has to do with these. And I myself have noticed a difference, a reduction in the appearance of pores. I just feel like it's evening out some, and it just seems really moisturized and dewy. So I really, really like these. I think that these are going to remain favorites for a long time, so I probably won't mention them again. Well, actually, who am I kidding? I probably will mention them again, but these are really, really great products. So I had to mention them at least one more time. Next in the skincare category are bubble masks. And bubble masks are a South Korean born trend where you apply the solution to an already cleansed face and it bubbles up, drawing out more dirt and impurities, and then you wash it off and have an extra clean face. At least I assume, because the instructions are all in Korean. I have 3 bubble masks because I love them. I have this one that is, what is it? Eliza Veka Milky Piggy. and all of the instructions are in Korean. I have this one that's called One Bad Mother Foamer, and that one is by Elizabeth Mott. And then I have this one called the Sea Bright Bubble Cleanser. And I believe I got all three of these from Amazon. And I'll just open one up. So the Eliza Vega, what is that what it's called? The Milky Piggy. And this one both come with, little scoops here that you use to dig out the mask. They're both similarly colored. And these two, this one and the Milky Piggy one, foam up a lot. And so when I put this one or the other one on, once the foaming has stopped, I actually have to kind of not peel off, what's the word? Scrape off the excess bubble before washing my face, because the first time, I thought I wasn't recording, I almost had a stroke. The first time I used this one or the other, I think it was the Milky Piggy, and it finished foaming and I went to wash it off my face, I thought I was gonna drown in bubbles. It just started foaming even more, it was going up my nose and in my mouth. So it's a lot better if you scrape off the excess with your finger and then wash it off. And after that, I tend to use my Aveda exfoliant because I feel like this one and this one leave a little bit of a residue, and I don't know if it's an actual residue because nothing ever comes off, but it just feels slick to me and I don't like that feeling. So I'll wash my face, I'll do the bubble mask, I'll do my exfoliator twice, and then I'll put on any lotion. And I just really like the way it feels, and I just think it's really fun. I'll insert a picture. This one doesn't bubble up as much, but I still feel like it makes my face feel cleaner when I do use it. But because it's not as fun as the other two, I tend to use this less, not because I don't like the results any less, just because it's just not as amusing to me. This doesn't give me the sensation of that residue after I've used it, but I still exfoliate after I use this. So anyway, bubble masks are really fun, and I like all three of them, and I'm sure that there are more on the market, but I think that I will be using all three of these continually for the foreseeable future. The next category is food and drink, and not much stood out, so I actually don't have anything to talk about in this category, so we will just skip to the next one. The next category is miscellaneous, and again, I only have one item in this category, but this is a pretty cool one. It is this huge metal tub that a friend of mine and her husband got me and my husband for our wedding. She has this awesome habit of getting couples their wedding presents about 6 months to a year later, after the storm has settled and things have calmed down. And she had this bin full of our favorite candies and some awesome champagne and a cuss word coloring book, and a gift card, and just all this really cool tissue paper. It was just beautifully done. When she presented to me, I started tearing up. I mean, I was so emotional. It was the sweetest, most thoughtful gift. And the tin has our last name engraved on it, which, I mean, anything that has our name engraved on it just gets me, I mean, I just get really emotional. It just means a lot to me. So that was an awesome gift, and so I had to talk about it in this category. It's definitely one of my favorite things that I got, and that happened in the month of April. The last category is memories, and I'm going to talk about two. The first one has to do with having attended the Radiohead concert. So, as the artists of my youth are passing away, I have made it a priority to try to see singers and bands that I loved at least once before I am unable to. You know, I regret never having seen Michael Jackson. I regret never seeing Prince, George Michael. So when we got the opportunity to see Radiohead, I mean, I jumped. So the concert was amazing, but the memory that I will always cherish is at the end of the show. Actually, it was at the during the at the encore. They played one of my, if not my favorite song, it's number 2 for Radiohead songs, "Creep." And if you're a fan, you definitely know it. And even if you're not a fan, you probably know it. It was huge. I love that song, and it was a little bit of an anthem for me going through bullying and just feeling like I didn't belong. And I just found such solace in that song, and it's so interesting. I wonder sometimes if artists know the kind of effect that they have on individuals, but that song had a huge effect on me in a good way. It was a very comforting song for me, and I didn't expect them to play it because I've heard tell that that Tom York actually doesn't like that song. So I had no expectation that they were going to play that song. So when it came on, I remember I was just shell shocked. I just stood there and tears were coming down my face, and which is so crazy in and of itself, but I was so overcome with emotion, joy, and nostalgia. That I didn't know what to do, so I just started crying and then screaming. That was awesome. So, you know, that memory definitely is one of my favorites for April. The second memory has to do with my siblings being in town. I was expecting one to come visit me, and then 2 more came with him, but that wasn't even the best part. My husband didn't, I mean, my husband was also only expecting the one. And so when I picked up the 3 of them at the airport, we didn't tell him. And so when he got home, like he'd gone to the grocery store, we're talking about what he'd gotten and how his day was. And then I kind of ran into the living room and clicked the recorder on, and recorded his face and his reaction when he saw the living room teeming with siblings. So that was really cool. He was so surprised, and they were just hugging and laughing. It was really, really awesome and just heartwarming. So that is another top memory for April. So that is it for my favorites of the month of April. I've been watching other people's favorites and enjoying what they have enjoyed using and wearing and buying and eating. So thank you for joining me. And if you would, please subscribe and help me reach my goal of 100 subscribers by the end of the year. If you're on YouTube and you have your own favorites video, please tell me, because I would love to go watch. I hope that you have a good rest of your evening. It's the weekend now, so if it's a weekend when you're watching this, I hope you have a good rest of your weekend. Thank you again for joining me, and I will see you next time. Peace-yins. Hi guys, I thought I'd try something new and record an outfit of the day at the end of this video. I recorded this outfit outside, but wasn't sure if you'd hear me over the noise, so I switched to a voiceover. So my top is Beyonce's Ivy Park line t-shirt from Topshop that has a really flattering deep V and is really loose fitting. And I've tucked it into these Massimo track pants from Target that I really like because they're comfortable and have this really cool side slit. Yeah, they're really comfortable. I love them. And on top of this, I wore a jean jacket from the BDG line from Urban Outfitters, and I rolled up the sleeves for an even more laid back look. So I'm taking advantage of the deeper V-neck by stacking necklaces. The first is a really inexpensive faux leather one with silver hardware from Forever 21, and the next two are from Grayling Jewelry. The top one is called the Billy Choker, and the bottom is the Waverly Y necklace. Both of them are in silver, and I love the way the lariat disappears into the top of my shirt. To zhuzh up the jacket, I've got this shiny pineapple from Nordstrom, and then I've got this enamel legit pin from a company called Express Yourself, and this crystal peace sign pin from Chanel because I'm always flashing the peace sign. My slides are almost 2 years old and are from Topshop, and I just love the big bow on the top and the pointy toe. They are very comfortable. I've seen a lot similar, so I will link everything that I talk about below. So that is it. I hope you liked this segment. Like this video and comment if you did. Peace, yens.